object up above, but you can't reach it. How do you solve this problem? Do you get on your tippy toes? Do you jump up and knock it down? Or do you grab something else and knock it over and catch it while it falls? But what happens if you can't use your legs? Does that make things a little more difficult? Furthermore, what happens if you're stuck wheelchair bound? Now it becomes really difficult, right? But what if I were to give you a furry companion of the canine origin who is specifically trained to get that object for you? Just picture that relief in that situation. That introduces me and you to today's first and best charity of today's speeches, which is the Freedom Service Dogs of America, or FSD for short. And it's an organization dedicated to raising, training, and placing service dogs into the lives of the people who need them. So I know that everybody in this class pretty much loves pets, and I'm willing to bet that everybody's encountered a service dog at least once in their life. So this is the perfect chance for my fellow pet lovers to give back to man's best friend. So I charge you to donate money to FSD to help serve dogs who serve us. Now, I've only recently encountered this charity as a result of this class, but through my research into service dogs and this charity, it's helped to convince me to donate to FSD, of which I'm confident that this money will be used appropriately. So to begin, we're going to talk about some complications with service dogs. Then we're going to introduce the Freedom Service Dogs of America. And lastly, we're going to describe the impact of your donation on service dogs and their owners. So let's begin with a little bit of benefits, and then we'll jump into those problems. And those benefits are monumental. But the process of turning a dog into a service dog is very complicated, which leads to the difficulties for those who need those dogs. So there's some obvious benefits. If you're blind and you can't see anything, you get a seeing eye dog, and the dog will see for you. If you're paralyzed, you get a mobility assistance dog who helps move you around or get stuff for you. But there's also some hidden benefits that we don't really consider, and we can see these from the Purdue University article titled, "Service Dogs Benefit the Well-Being of Their Handlers, Research Shows," written by Abby Nickel, that I accessed also last weekend. And she highlights some studies done by the Purdue University College of Veterinary Medicine. They state that service dogs improve the owner's psychosocial health, which includes having better emotional, social, and work-school functioning. However, let's move on to them complications. In that process, we're going to see that from an author manuscript from the National Library of Medicine titled "Selecting Quality Service Dogs" that I also accessed last weekend. It perfectly highlights the issues in getting service dogs. Only 50% of the dogs that attend the training end up graduating from their programs. And this is mostly due to hereditary diseases or behavioral problems. So that means that the demand oftentimes ends up outweighing the supply, which ends up to having wait times of 3 years. So just picture this for a moment. Imagine you are a veteran with some severe post-traumatic stress disorder and you need help now. But you have to wait those 3 years. That's kind of a bit of an issue. However, we in this room can help, and you can help service dogs get to the people who need them, by donating to FSD, the Freedom Service Dogs of America. FSD was made back in 1987, and since then they have paired over 550 teams and provided lifetime support for over 170 active teams being client and dog. Now, these service dogs are catered specifically to veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder, individuals who need mobility assistance, and individuals with autism or other neurodevelopmental disabilities. Furthermore, these dogs come at the low price of $0 to the clients, which is amazing considering that the dogs cost FSD over $30,000 to $50,000 just to train. Also, FSD has attained the illustrious, beautiful Chef's Kiss 4 stars, 100%, perfect score from the charitynavigator.org, which I have confirmed last week. So now I ask you to donate. FSD accepts a one-time or a monthly payment, and in order to donate, it's very easy. Go to their website, find the donation tab, and then you can choose to pay through credit immediately or mail in a check. So as you can see, if you want to help those who served us or who need help the most, FSD is the best place to be. As a final point, recall that image I brought up in the beginning. You're in a wheelchair, you've got an object you can't reach, but you've got your service dog. You give it the simple command, it jumps up, grabs the object, gives it to you, and you're both happy. You praise your companion, and the two of you together carry on with your day. You, in this situation, have a difficult life. There's no denying that. But your service dog has made your life just that much easier. And that is beautiful. In conclusion, by donating to Freedom Service Dogs of America, you can help mitigate the complicated task of creating service dogs. You can trust your money will help connect service dogs to the people who need them most. So go to FSD and make your donation. I know everybody in this room loves pets, and this is one simple way to show your appreciation for man's best friend. Thank you.